through my day today. And before we get started on this interesting topic, I just want to cover the rules. Try to avoid negativity, okay? No negative energy, no attacking, none of that, y'all. Let's try to keep it positive. I'm fully aware that at this time of day, people tend to be messy with their throat chakra. People tend to say things because they're having mental health problems. So be mindful of your words in the chat, okay? Before we get started here, let me check my list here, the time. Okay, so I'm doing pretty good with the time today. We're going to get started, all right? And then, y'all, I have to get ready and get a workout in and do some shopping. I will be doing some things on my lifestyle channel very soon. So um, yeah, because of the energy that's been coming out, I want to talk about this. So lately we see the Mars and to protect your energy, protect your money, protect your fortune, be careful of being scammed, watch out for shapeshifters. There's a lot of that coming through right now in the reading, so and the energy too. So I want to talk about that. Okay. So get something to drink and feel free to share your experiences. Thank you very much for subbing. We have some new subs. I noticed that they're pushing this channel again. They're sending it to new people. So thank you, YouTube, for sending the channel to new subs. I'm finding out what y'all want on this channel. So I'm looking over the video traffic. The creator told me to look at the big picture, to stand back and see where the traffic's coming from. Also, pay attention to the timing. So if you have a business right now and you feel like it's struggling, it could be you're not on time and you're not giving what people need at the time. I purposely put on this blue fleece because the color blue and purple is very important right now, and especially with the Jupiter and Neptune energy. So, uh, celebrate your blue and purple energy. Okay, that means emotional grounding, y'all, in oracleship. So, also Empress energy. So, let's get into it. The people who want to be you. Here's something they don't know. Now, this is not for fair use, okay? This content is not for fair use, so it shall not be used without my express permission. They don't realize that energetically, cosmically, there is a physical version of you that if you went to do it wickedly, there would be consequences physically. So by them doing it the wicked way of not earning the downloads, energetically not earning it through behavior and actions and life growth, they are basically taking the energy that they didn't earn. So what happens is they must get the negative karma attached to that law. Okay, there are laws, scripts of laws around us. Laws. Laws that is behind even the intelligence, connected to all the intelligence that is specifically for our own metaphysical space. And when they break those laws, whatever the consequences energetically is attached to that, they have to get. One of the consequences is not getting the warning that they need to stop doing it. Okay? So they may be so arrogant, caught up in the flow of being you, that they're missing the intuitive message that they're going too far, that the karmic version of the energy is being delivered to them. They cannot sense it. They cannot sense when they're manifesting a negative karmic energy attack on them. The Basically, the artificial confirmation that y'all see that light get bright, confirmation. There's a Holy Spirit in here. Did y'all see that? Did y'all literally see the light go like that? A Holy Spirit walked past my lamp just now. Y'all see how it's going in and out? Confirmation, y'all. Confirmation. That means there's a light spirit there. Whenever y'all lamps go on, there's a light that made it go on. Okay. All right. Ooh, ciao. So what they don't know is they're not getting the warning. They attract the artificial earthbound spirits. They think that when they are told, be you, be you, be you, they think that that's their ancestors. They think their ancestors are telling them that. Those are low vibrational earthbound spirits telling them, act like that person. Do what they're doing. Those are earthbound spirits who are in cahoots with the devil. They are tricking that person. They don't know though. They don't know. Because their intuition is blocked. When they're trying to be you, their intuition is blocked. Okay? Otherwise, they would get the word, don't do it. Do this instead. They would get that, but they're not getting it. Now, if they did get it and they disobeyed it, that means they're just dealing with fear. That also means that they have one of the demons on the other side that is like bullying them, making them afraid to go up against devil energy and follow the rules of the light. They're afraid. There's a demon influencing them, putting fear in them. Saying you're not worthy. If you do it your way, you're not going to get it. If you try to tap into God, it's going to be the wrong download. If you try to create your own image, no one's going to like you. There's a demon saying that to them. So it's either one or two. Their intuition is not giving them the warning to not be you and the price that they will pay. Or second, there's a demon putting fear in them when they get the download to not be you. That there's consequences. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. I've been getting a lot of interrupted sleep because all this energy harvesting. It's been interrupting my sleep. We're going to get into that too, because that's a sign that someone's trying to be you. Basically, they're harvesting a bunch of your energy, and that's why you're suffering from insomnia. That's why you're having interrupted sleep. Someone is staying up later than you, harvesting the energy that you need to rejuvenate yourself. That's often someone trying to be you. Okay, so hi everybody. Hi everybody. So the thing is that in every part of your star chart, it's all connected to health. Your health chart, part of your chart, it flows. Your star, it flows through everything about you. There are risks that you specifically have if you do not respect a specific element connected to that health risk. Let me give you an example. If I don't respect my throat chakra and I sit around here trying to repeat everything somebody say, and that's how I'll treat my throat chakra is not going to be protected. It is not going to be in high vibration. That means my throat chakra is manifesting a sickness. A sickness. It might end up having nodules. I might end up waking up one day and I got laryngitis. I might all of a sudden something's happening with my tonsils. So they don't know that though. They don't know that if people don't realize that when they're trying to be you, using a certain chakra the way you use it, they don't know that they're not physically built for it. They don't know that they're not getting the training for that throat chakra, the hardcore training through that. I mean, for that certain chakra, they're not getting the training so it can be built to withstand all that hard work. So when someone's being you, they also are harvesting the energy most likely of a certain chakra that they think that you are abundant in, that is most likely that will attract your fortune. They don't realize that that chakra that they got ain't built for it. They don't realize that. Okay? So they don't know. They just know what they see, like, oh, this is what you getting. So I'll just tap into those chakras like you tap in, but their chakras are not chosen to get the healing from the other side when it's used in such hard-working ways like you're using that chakra. Okay. So people, I know some of y'all say, how did she know this stuff? Because I am an Earth Empress, most of all. So I'm going to get this knowledge that y'all supposed to get. The Earth Empress is one of the most elite high priestess. It means that I've been doing this for many centuries, a very long time. I'm an old soul that's done this before. And I'm trying to finish the job. But as like in all my other past lives, these same old wicked people keep trying to step into my shoes, and they all end up paying the price eventually. And the creator just says, okay, Miss V, come on back. You will not be stopped because this is your job. This is your job. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. So, for example, okay, if someone, now some people may think that they can be you and get it because they think that they got the same destiny. Now, we'll get into that. They say, well, it look like your destiny, your north is this, and I got the same north. Okay, that's what they say. But what they don't know is that there is elements flowing into that north. And they, unless they were born at the exact time you was born, they and everything, at same age and everything, those elements are different in some way. Some of those elements are different. So what's happening is they are missing certain elemental energy. They're missing it. And so even though they may be like, I'm doing the same destiny as you or whatever, they're not honoring certain elemental energy that is important for their personality traits, their sense of style, the way they would use their energy, how they would do their destiny. They're not honoring those elements that are like their knights, their support team, supporting energy. So they are missing the support team. So basically, they don't know that they're working 10 times harder than you energetically. They don't. They don't realize that when they are sitting there exhausted doing the work, you're not. You have energy to spare. Because you was true to the other elementary energy, support energy. You was true to that. They were not. Okay. Hi, everybody. And so even if they do get some of the leftover crumbs of your fortune, because you know they got to show up after you. So they're getting your leftovers. They're getting your leftovers. Even if, okay, they will run out of gas. Something about their life will suffer. They will suffer. It will be like they can't understand why. Like they may, like your hair may flourish, but theirs aren't. And they're like, how come my hair is staying thin, but I'm being you? And why am I not tapping into that? Because there was supporting energy that they did not accept that's in their star chart. They thought they could abandon it. I'll just be like, and I'll abandon that energy. So for example, y'all, I met someone who has the same north as me. The same north. Okay. But her other supporting, hi everybody. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, they are harvesting big time today, y'all. They are going in our garden of energy and eating it up. Now, what the creator told me is to take naps. You know, when you take naps, you also set up boundaries, which I'll get into, okay? Taking naps is so important to set up extra boundaries because you have to be heavily protected when you're asleep. Your angels have to put, your guardian has to be closer to you when you're asleep. So when you take naps during like the 4 p.m. time of the day, you're putting them in their place a little bit more, okay? They kind of struggle more to get your energy. Thank you very much, Sacred Truths. Thank you very much. So, okay, so I'm gonna give you an example. I met somebody who had the same north as me, but I noticed that she didn't want me to know. It was almost like she didn't want me to know that she had the same north, which let me know that there is something, elemental energy flowing to her north that she's disrespecting. Okay. And when I put the pieces together, I realized what it was that it was her earth energy she was abandoning. Her Virgo energy and her Taurus energy, she was not honoring. It was corrupted. It was corrupted. So what she was telling the Most High, well, I'm not going to honor those, the law for my Virgo communication energy. She was trying to be secretive. She was trying to keep her plans secret. Basically, she wanted the knowledge that I knew in the north that we shared. But she didn't want me to know, which means she was trying to scam me, which means she was trying to energetically con me, which means she was not honoring her Virgo placement. Okay. And then when I looked at her chart, I noticed that she had like Mars and Pluto all up in her earth energy. So she was in low vibrational masculine energy. She was in low vibrational version. Like, I'm just going to con and trick or whatever. When she didn't realize the Mars is supposed to be, I am going to get knowledge with honor and give credit and then pass the knowledge on. I have to give credit. I can't be sneaky about it. But her Mars was basically her Mars was trying to overpower my Mars, basically. Okay. She didn't have Earth in her wealth house. She did not have Earth in any of those places. She had Scorpio. And so she was being sneaky in getting the wealth through her destiny. She was trying to steal other people's fortune, other people's money. Okay? Using her psychic abilities for wickedness, chasing my fortune. When she didn't realize the Scorpio in her wealth house, by it being connected to her Virgo with the Mars and all Pluto, that she was actually manifesting a possible death risk, okay? Because she was being sneaky with trying to get other people's resources. She was being sneaky. So what she was manifesting upon herself is problems with her feminine energy. She was not going to be able to tap in. She was not going to be able to attract a male. She was not going to be able to get respect from men. Okay. She ended up telling me that like men don't respect her. Okay. That is why, because you don't respect other people's resources. So you have been blocked from, this is what I wanted to tell her. You have been blocked from Emperor energy. because you don't respect the feminine energy, the resources of other females. You don't. Your Scorpio wealth is in low vibration with, so you're trying to be sneaky. Okay? You want to keep in the dark. You want to be secretive of how you're getting other people's resources, other people's money. So I had to tell her, you know, you're not, if you are in low vibration with your Virgo hermit energy, you're spying, you're just listening to harvest everybody else's stuff, and you don't want to show support, because Scorpio is about helping other people and show support. You don't want to show support, but you want to eat people's cake. I told her, you're going to be stuck. You're not going to lose the weight, because she was also a large woman. So I told her, you're going to pay with your stomach and your genitals. You're going to pay with masculine energy not respecting you. Okay? So I kind of gave y'all an example chart of somebody. Okay? Now, if people do not honor the elemental wealth energy in their wealth part of their chart, which they're not doing if they're trying to be you. They're trying to trade that element. They're trying to say, oh, I got water in my wealth. You got earth. I'm going to go switch to earth and abandon my water. They keep forgetting that the other supporting energy is not going to go with the fake element that's in that chart. They're going to see that element like a stranger, an invader, an intruder. You know, like a fake cell that showed up. Like, I can't work with you. I'm not assigned to work with you. What was supposed to be here was a different element, and you didn't brought a different element in here? No, we're out. The other elements are not going to be able to serve it. So they're just out on a limb. So I'm explaining it psychically to y'all, okay? Psychically. So, for example, there is somebody that I know, and I'm not going to say their name. They have a Leo moon. I do not have a Leo moon. I do not. But they try to tap into my emotional energy to emotionally manipulate people out of their money. That's what they do to get the money that I get. So they try to imitate me emotionally. Basically, they're abandoning their moon energy. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I didn't already mention her before. I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to manifest her to this live video. But she's abandoning her Leo moon. All right. She's using it to track me. But what she's not doing is using it for manifestation. What she's doing is stepping out of the personality trait that's for her Leo moon, and she's trying to get into my personality so that she can pull whatever fortune, the energy that's connected to my wealth. This means that she's just basically just thrown away her moon practically, and she's thrown away her wealth house. That's what she did. Okay? Now what's happening is that she's finding disappointment. And I will tell you why. I said to y'all before, magic follows emotion. And anytime you got to work hard to have a certain emotion, you will never have fulfillment energetically when you're done. And people don't realize the vibration that you have when you're done, it also helps to determine what you will attract, because people are still feeling you even when you're done doing the work. They forget that. They say, I showed up as you, I'm cool, I got it covered, the money coming. But they don't understand about the vibration echoing even after they walk away. The vibration that they're left with when they're done being you. They don't know that that is still influencing the fans that they think they have taken from you. They don't understand that. And then they say, well, why did nothing come through? I mean, when I was being her, when I looked up her, she said she got this. How come I didn't get it? Because your vibration that you show up with, that you maintain and that you live with, all works together to manifest that destiny. They don't know who you are when you are done doing your work. They don't know. They are so caught up in being the energy that you have when they're spying and watching and asking questions about you. But they don't know the energy that you're traveling on with when you're done doing your work. They're blocked from that. Now, some of them, they'll say, let me do tarots and let me do this to see if I can keep on topping in. They will be like, they will second guess it. Why? Because your angel guys will be like, there's a limit to spying. The whatever vibration that you have when you go into introspection after you've done your work, your angel guys will be like, no, we're going to warp and distort it when it gets to them, because we have to deliver their karma now that they tried to be you. So we can't allow them to tap into your energy after they already was imitating it. Yeah. Y'all, this is getting deep, okay? This is getting deep. So they sit there and they're just like a robot in the movie iRobot. They sit there on standby. I don't know how to be or what to do or what to feel after I've been you. And they will walk away with arrogance. Arrogance, thinking that the deal is done. Well, I was able to be you, so I done did it. It's in the bag. And then they get blindsided and say, why isn't it in the bag? Why am I not getting everything? Well, because you had to have a natural feeling of gratitude and humbleness when you were done. When you were done. And only being authentic will get you that feeling. You have to be authentic, which means you cannot try to be somebody else and think you're going to sit when you're done, you in humble energy. It's not going to work. Hi, everybody. Y'all, I'm preaching today. Preaching today. I had some time, y'all. I was able to leave my event early. Say, they walk away like I'm the baddest female out here. Because they say, ooh, you bad. You so bad. I'm trying to be you because you bad as hell. And then when they're done being you, they're in an arrogant version of you. Yeah, I was the stuff just now. And I know I brought it, blah, blah, blah. And the creator's like, you're going to the shadow version of her metaphysical space. That's where you're going. That's where you're going. And then they'll try to deceive the angels and try to say, well, I'm just trying to do God's work. What does it matter who I get it from? Who I be like? It's God's work. But God say, would you have tried to be them if you didn't know they were getting money? So you're not tricking me. You're not tricking me. You're being them because you see the fruits that they're getting. The attention that they're getting. So you can tell me, this is what God said, you can tell me all you want that you was doing God's work, so what does it matter? You feel like you're entitled to it too. No, I decide what you're entitled to. And you try to override me by being this person and force something to you that I did not give you permission to get through intuition. Because if you had permission to get it, you would have been able to get it through intuition. But you tried to work around that. So you're full of crap. This is what God said. You're full of crap if you think I'm going to believe that you were just trying to do God's work, and that's why you were imitating this person. No. If they were never having breakthroughs and never having fruit, you wouldn't have imitated them. So you are an opportunist. You are a spiritual opportunist. That's what God would say. And they don't, and then they say, you know, well, what if I give back? Did you give it back to that person? No, you didn't give back. When they feel the karma energy and they're like, this was bad, I'm paying the price. Like this lady feel right now, she been feeling that way. She probably like, how she know that? Because I can feel her. They forget that you can feel them like they can feel you. You can feel them. So she's in that energy like, I don't want to be Miss V no more. I just was trying to get out of my situation because it was unfair that they promoted her and not me. So I was just trying to be Miss V for a while to get unstuck. You still got to pay for it. Nothing in this world is free. Not one breakthrough that you have is free. And if you didn't earn it energetically, you will pay it eventually. And so don't worry about if you're going to get justice. The justice starts to happen the moment they beat you. Your physicalness is attached to your star chart. It's all attached. So if they are not physically built like you are built, if they don't have your body, they're going to pay. Period. They are going to pay. So for example, the lady who's trying to be me, she has a lot of air in her chart. Lot of air in her chart. So that means when she is trying to use her air energy, she probably has Pluto in her air. Most likely she probably has Pluto in her air rising. Otherwise, she wouldn't be so competitive psychically. She likes to battle other psychics. That's what she does. And if she can't win, then she'll just run off with their information in their downloads. She has a lot of air in her chart. And she doesn't understand that she's better off talking less. But she wants to run her mouth for hours and hours and hours. Like she has abundant water in her chart. And what's happening is she's starting to get throat chakra problems. She's trying to have earth energy like a perfectionist when she's not built for it. Well, I'm looking at this woman. She does not have enough earth even in her body to be built for it. I'm looking at her. No. Okay. She has a lot of air, which she is better off being more lighter in her approach. But she's trying to be drier and hard and bold and strong with the earth energy. She's not being sweet like she needs to be as an air sign. Sweet, because they like their sweets. There's not disrespecting air energy, but there is people that became addicts because they didn't have enough sugar in their diet. That's another discussion. But her lack of sweetness, being real sweet, is actually holding her back. She's too busy trying to be dry, witty like me. And she's not built. When people see her, they don't see that. They don't see a statuesque structure like I have. They don't see that. So it causes vibrational frequency confusion in her fans. So they're like, you know what? I liked her when she was sharp to the point or when she was sweet. But now that she's trying to act dry and hard and witty, dry wit, we're not feeling it because that's not who I put my money on. See, the people that try to be you, they think they can keep their fans and get yours. No, it's impossible. That's what they think. They think they can keep the people who's been putting money on them when they were showing up authentic and get the people that you're getting. But what happens is that people start saying, There start to be a gossip like you're insane. People will say this person is insane. I showed up last week and they were sharp and they were sweet, and now they're this here. This ain't who I've been paying in here. This ain't who I've been buying from. But people think that earth energy is the energy, the only energy that gets dough. Okay. And this is wow. Like, and I find that these people that try to be you, they cannot see their own reflection. And they have a blind spot to themselves. They can be you over and over and over again, and they can never ever see how phony they are until they start paying it energetically. Then they say, I can't take it anymore. Whew, this energy ain't for me. I'm gonna go switch back to me. But it's too late. The people that was cheering for them, they're like, nah, you're an energy, you're a traitor to the energy of our club. You're a traitor. You know, when you think about a witch's coven, like Bette Midler Halloween movie, you notice that each of her sisters, they had a certain power. They had a certain personality, like Bette Midler's personality in that movie. Okay, the three sisters that was witches, they stayed in their own lane. They stayed in their own lane. But people who try to be you, they are bouncing through personality, personality, personality. And even to a dark witch, they would consider her poison in their group. Even if the witches was wicked and dark, they would say, this person here is poison. Because they're not respecting the boundaries of all the dark witches in the tribe. Each one has a certain power that contributes to the big power source. This person is screwing things up. We need to get rid of them. So they don't understand. So it doesn't matter whether they're light or dark. They're screwing with the balance. With the balance that God is creating. I want you to have this dominant type of personality energy, and I want you to have it. When they don't do that, they're screwing with the balance. So there must be some harsh judgment. Yeah, people will always be able to tell. You cannot hide it. You nothing you do. You can all you want, but someone with high vibrational sense, like something's fake. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. They'll be able to tell. For example, y'all, when I would try to be real sweet, sweetie, 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 I felt I was being fake. I can feel the fakeness because my preferred energy is bold, serious. I'm a serious person. I like to laugh sometimes, but even when I'm laughing, it's a dry wit. You know, I'm not a very flattering type of person. I'm not going to flatter you up. There's some people that's like that's their personality. It's not mine. I prefer to wait till somebody need my help, and then I'll come in. But I'm not much of a big ego booster type of person. You know, I will say you're doing well, but I'm not going to like, oh, you're just you're just a great person. That's not me. Because I feel like I'm not going to tell you something you already know. Let's deal with the dirt. I like to deal with dirt. I like to deal with the dirt. But some people, they're trying to get that energy. This is why the world feels so bitter and dry, because there is too many people trying to have earth energy. There are so many people trying to harvest that energy and thinking that it's automatically going to work for them if they do that. They refuse to trust the dominant wealth energy that God gave them. They refuse to trust it. They think that they're not going to get it. You know, I know people who can get abundance through just being real clowny. Okay, just, you know, loud and obnoxious or whatever. I got family members here. You know, I got my daughter, she could be silly or say something silly that's off the wall, and she could win people over that way. Her friends are different than mine. I got friends who love my dry wit type of humor. And my mother was like that as well. But if I get that out of me, if I change that, I like grounding. I love talking about grounding and books and knowledge. I love to go to the books, and I love to get messages through books. If I stop doing that and I start trying to just do telepathy all the time, oh, I'm just trying to do telepathy all the time, I would be being fake. That would be me trying to say that I have a lot of air energy in my destiny. When I do not. That would be me being fake if I'm trying to just do mirror magic, mind hacking all the time. No. For me, it's all I got to do is connect with how you feel. All I got to do is do feeling the feeling. Ground myself, feeling the feeling, and it comes through. But if I try to sit up there and I'm like thinking of you, because I see that's your superpower, then I'm forcing something on my brain, and I'm going to pay it. I'm going to pay it with an aneurysm. I'm going to pay it with a headache. I'm going to get lightning pain in my head. My eyeballs are going to hurt. I'm going to end up with brain fog because my brain is not meant to harvest so much of our energy to win attention. Okay? And y'all know I don't talk too much about my chart because I got too many people that want to get in my energy. But I share the part. No, I do not got loads of Libra energy in my destiny. No, I don't. I got a significant placement of my Libra, but it's not that abundant in my chart. So I'm not going to sit up there and be staring at people trying to hack and hack and hack. I'm not going to run around with people's downloads because I will pay the price. I'm supposed to listen and connect with the feeling and ground myself and let me get my own download. Trust that my downloads will come through the feeling and not necessarily because I brain hack somebody. But I keep meeting people who try to be me because they keep using their Gemini and Libra energy in a sneaky way. Oh, I'm going to try to brain hack Miss V so I can find out what she got playing with her mind so I can be her and I can do her. I can get what she get at the same time she get it. And then they can't, like, why am I having problems getting in? Why? Because I'm an earth energy. You're trying to hack a tree. No, I'm too heavily guarded. I am too heavily guarded. I got literally Native Americans, chief people around me. So when I get people to try to be me, I be so shocked. Like, aren't you feeling some pain? You have to be in pain. So always keep in mind that if you know there's a certain element of energy that you're normally in, then you can pretty much guess what that person is going through when they're trying to be you. Okay? If you are a person that's outward with your emotions all the time, okay, you're out with it, and somebody's trying to be you to match your emotional flow, you already know that person going on, and they probably stick to their stomach. You already know that. You already know, because it's not coming natural. Me being emotionally open, it's not natural to me. I'm supposed to release some of my emotions, but I'm not supposed to be full throttle emotion like some people can. It will literally wipe me out. because I'm supposed to be dealing with my emotions in a different way, not necessarily like sharing my emotions everywhere like some people can, and they can get all kind of support. I have to share my emotions through a source, through a source. I'm not going to not do that because I see every time you tell people your emotional stories, you get money. So let me tell mine. Let me sit up here and be emotional while you're being emotional so I can get money. No, see, that's being fake. That would be me being fake. Y'all, this is woo, child. Now, if you ask me how to keep them, you got to make sure that you keep them chasing you. I say, if they want your life purpose, have them chase you so that they get brought to their knees eventually. Don't show up at the same times. Don't go to the same places. Don't always look the same. Just keep changing, but keep stay in your own identity. But be unpredictable. When you feel like your sleep is being disturbed, somebody got you on their mental schedule. Somebody do. You got to go off schedule. You might got to stay up a little later. You might got to be like, I'm not going back to sleep because somebody's tapping in. I'm going to go ahead and get up and do a grounding and protection, or I'm going to just go ahead and leave home. That's what I did. When somebody kept waking me up, harvesting my energy at the evening and nighttime hours, I said, let me go here. I'm leaving my home by 8 o'clock. And I'm going somewhere I haven't been to or haven't been to in a while. When the creator keeps telling you to go into the unknown, unfamiliar places, that is also protection of your energy. Hi, everybody. Everybody's so quiet. We are often told that if we go into the unknown too many times, the devil trying to lead us astray. No, sometimes that is God to take you from the familiar because somebody's messing with your energy. Somebody taking too much, able to harvest you too much and be you out here. So God wants you to take you somewhere that they don't go. Okay? For example, this lady who tries to be me, she sits up all night. We're talking about 4-5 hours tapping into my energy. So what I do is I leave since she's doing it, and I invite other people into my energy. I'll socialize. I'll go to a club and socialize. This way, when she's trying to hack me, it's confusion because there's other thoughts and voices of other people in my mind. I'm talking to other people. There's people socializing around me. If you have been drawn to the nightclub scene, that could be protection. I know some of y'all want to argue with me like, nah, Miss B, don't get it twisted. Wild feminine energy is still protection. It's still protection, y'all. It's still protection. For example, the movie House of Spoils. I love that movie. That's about wild feminine energy. And you notice when she wasn't tapping in to wild feminine energy, her peace was being disturbed more. People was taking her as a joke. People was saying, basically, they told her she was predictable. They thought they knew her better than her until she did something that blew everybody's mind in that movie. Then they realized that they should not think they know her better than her. She showed everybody, didn't she? That's one of my favorite movies, y'all. I watch that movie at least every other week to remind me to go off script, to not be so robotic, even with my own darn purpose. Hi, everybody. Okay, sometimes you can be you can become an agent of yourself. Like you just keep on doing the same thing at the same time every day, whatever, and you don't know that somebody is hardwiring themselves to you. So going into your wild feminine nature is also letting the people that want to be you not see you coming. Right when they think they know how you're going to show up dressed. what room you going to be in, what makeup you going to wear. You say no. I say 3 times is a charm. That's what I say. That's what I say. Okay, you wore that shade of lipstick 3 times. No, it's time to switch. You been showing up in a certain location 3 times. Nope. Time to switch. 3 times is a charm. You charm. You charm with that. If you go anything more, people gonna feast on your energy a little bit too long, and they gonna be learning you a little bit too well. Hi, everybody. Y'all see how I have an attitude? This is my true personality. Yeah, I'm a little cocky. Yeah, people have accused me of being a little bit too confident. But that's the fire and earth in me. And I'ma stand like a tree. Like I've been here long. So don't try me. I don't really care if people think my personality is overwhelming and maybe, oh, she's a bully. I don't care. Because there's people in this world who's in the same energy I'm in, who's serious as I am when they're doing work. And therefore me. Therefore me. That and I have to stick to the truth about myself. And you do too. You do too. You do too. And if you have a life where you like, I get depressed doing the same thing every day, having the same week, guess what? You are going to struggle manifesting, because not only are you sick of it, there's somebody being you. So your vibration is lower than you think it is. The moment I started hating being in a certain room or looking a certain way, I already know that somebody probably sharing my energy. I don't feel special because somebody being me. I don't feel special then. This is why I went and bought me a fleece. You know, a lot of people, they think, oh, white people wear fleeces. You got to be rich and money to wear a fleece. You got to be a male. That's masculine to wear a fleece. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get me a fleece. Everybody running around here with the big button-up coats. The women are running around with that. I'm cool with my thick sweater and my fleece on. And maybe I could throw a little scarf around it, a little knitted scarf. I'm going to make me, because I crochet, y'all, make me a knitted scarf, throw around here this fleece, and with my big sweater. I do not like big coats, never liked them, never will. So it takes a lot for me to wear a big coat, but that's me being authentic. That's me not being fake. Now, of course, if I do this too much, then somebody else that wants to be me, they're going to start doing it. I'm having this conversation with y'all because we're supposed to be looking at our character and identity right now. Maybe some of y'all are upgrading your character and identity. You have to ask yourself, are you upgrading because you see somebody's covered and favored by what, or are you upgrading because that's who you really are? Just keep it true. You know, keep it true. So what? If people might think that, you know, might be think negative of you because what you're doing is not what everyone else is doing. It don't matter. So, for example, y'all, see how frizzy my hair is? It's frizzy. I like frizz. I'm sick and tired of people in the African American community telling me you're not in if you're frizzy. I feel like I was joining a simulation. Like taming my hair was like, I'm just being fake. What am I doing? I'm chasing what they're chasing. Like, no, I'm not. I'm chasing growth. I'm chasing peace of mind with my hair. I'm chasing earth energy. I need to allow my hair to be fluffy. I need to allow God to play in my hair. I need to allow the air to have fun with my hair. I need to stop trying to go against the air element so much. I need to stop trying to make my hair into more water energy, tamed fire energy. No, I'm supposed to explore my wild feminine nature, which means I need to look a little wild in some ways. That's what I'm supposed to be doing in this life. I'm supposed to be a little wild. So I'm not going to sit up here and do all this hair taming. I'm not going to do that. So for me, I decided, y'all, to see this look. See how that look? It looks like roots. My hair looks like the literally the roots of Mother Earth. I'm cool with that. I'm cool. I don't need tamed roots. There was some good times when we weren't tamed. Back in the 90s, we weren't so tame. We was having cookouts, wild, having a grand old time. I don't know why people think that tamed always mean better. No. No. I've had people choose me while my hair is like this. I've had people say, oh, you're gorgeous. You're attractive. So I don't understand why I have to be tamed. But I'm having this conversation because all this earth energy, distinctive earth energy, people are trying to avoid. No, I need to just be like this person. Oh, you're trying to be more tamed. You're trying to have some sort of taming to a certain part of your energy because you think you'll get money faster. Hi everybody. I was reading y'all comments. I want to be more earthly, which means I want my furs and my fleeces and my air with the cotton and all that, and I want my frizzies, and I want my wild looking, where my roots are crisscrossing. See how it's not evenly parted? See how there's like a root going here, then there's a root here, there's a root here, then there's like roots waving here, and then it's like almost like, tiny little roots there. It's not tamed. Character, y'all. Character. And the people who are trying to be you, they don't care about character. They just like, I just want the bag. Okay? And who is us to say when something's unkept? You know what I find so interesting? Is when we look at the roots crisscrossing and untamed roots in the woods, we don't say that's unkept. Like, why don't we say that? But when we see it on each other, we say that's unkept. But we stay saying that we are of earth. Now, why would you insult what the Creator naturally gave you of earth? You don't see the tree saying, come and put some gel and tame the heck out of my bark. You don't see the tree saying that. Like, y'all. So why are we doing that? It's wild, y'all. Why? My daughter is helping me to tap into my wild side. My daughter don't use hair gel, and she has wild hair, tangly hair. She don't use that. Okay? I noticed that when I stopped forcing myself to look and be like somebody else, growth happened. Like, wow. My scalp is not bothering me. Wow. There's no pain in my body. Wow. I don't feel crackly. So this is what it's like when you keep it real. When you keep it this real, this is what it's like. I'm dead serious. Like, y'all, I'm telling y'all no lie. I'm telling y'all no lie. I love to smoke, but I was hiding it, y'all. No, I can't smoke. I can't smoke no herbs. I'm not talking about weed. I can't smoke no CBD. Somebody gonna think it's weed. I don't give a darn now what they think. I'm gonna sit in the park and smoke my pipe. I'm gonna walk up and down the street smoking my pipe. And if the police want to go ahead and take this CBD, they're gonna get the shock of their life. When I showed them my papers to prove that it's real CBD, that it's not weed, and I can call my doctor and I will get a pass anyway. The doctor will be like, well, she's allowed a little bit of, she is allowed a little bit of weed because she does have migraines anyway. Anyway, they want to hold up my time and their time, investing if this little bit of herb in my pipe is weed, that's on them. I don't care. I'm an earth empress. I want to burn something. I want to let it burn. I want to burn my earth. I want it on fire. I want the sun in my earth. I want my little ball, my bowl everywhere I go. I don't care what nobody say anymore. I don't care. I don't care. I'm sick and tired of hiding my wild side. Aren't y'all sick and tired of that? Like, come on. People of color, I want to talk directly to y'all. Aren't y'all tired of hiding your wild side? Because you're scared someone's going to say, you're ghetto. Ooh, you're a crackhead? Are you on drugs? Are you poor? Are you homeless? What? Why? Are you a prostitute? Are you a trick? Ooh, you out there. Ooh, you modern. Why are you worried about that? Like, it's holding you back. Those fears are holding you back. They are straight up holding you back. I don't care. One of the greatest poems I ever wrote was when I decided not to write in a straight line. When I decided to just put the words anywhere on the page and not use no punctuation. Guess what? I got a publisher who featured my poem. The publisher liked the poem so much in the workshop, it was featured. I broke all the rules for writing poetry. And a publisher came to me for that poem. That just goes to show. That just goes to show. You are not succeeding if you're not breaking the rules. You must break the rules, but don't break the spiritual rules. If you're a woman of color, if you want to be loud, be loud. If you're not, and you know that you got a big mouth, you got a bold, deep voice like me, then you know that you are kissing somebody's butt. That's why you're not being that way. You know you're catering to strangers of society who's telling you how you should be. You know that. And you know you're never going to have your head rest as soft as it can on the pillow when you go to sleep at night. You're never going to feel like you was truly unstoppable. That's why I had to cut off my family members. Because when I decided to show my bold side, it was a problem. It was a problem. But everybody else was able to be their true self. My sister was able to play the damsel in distress because that's her natural nature. Damsel in distress all day. It was okay for her. It was okay for my oldest sister to play mommy, 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 to be in that mommy energy. But it wasn't okay for me to be tough, for me to be bold, for me to be about business and be a serious person. It wasn't okay. It wasn't okay for me to have a dry sense of humor. I was like, oh, you're mean. That's what they said. Oh, you're mean. You're mean because I'm blunt. I cut to the chase. I'm mean. No, I'm not mean. But I had to realize that I'm not going to let nobody tell me they don't want to hear the truth. Well, I'm about bringing the truth or take a hike. If you don't like the cold, hard truth, then I'm not for you. Then go somewhere else. And this is how the energy that y'all got to be in. Because let me tell you, when you're really being, now some of y'all might get triggered by this. When you're really being your true self, all the way to the core, people that's trying to be you, it will be like They working on the chain gang. It'll be so hard for them to be you. It'll be just so hard because they'll say, I can't even show up as who I really am because I have to work real hard to be you because you're just so powerful at being you. You want to be that good at being you, where you intimidate people when they try to be you. They get nervous. They get uncomfortable. They wondering if they're being you good enough. You want them to be shaking in their boots that way. That's when you know, that's when you know you done dug real deep into being you. And you'll sense their nervousness. You'll say, why they seem a little nervous as they're being me? They seem a little nervous. Because you just your level of being you just keeps on leveling up. Like, you can level up to more being you. I've been doing it. More being me, more being me, more being me. And when you do that psychologically, is to tell yourself before you show up as you, the people who are trying to be me, they don't really see me. They think they see me. They don't really see me. It don't matter if they're watching. They have no power. They have no power over me. They don't. Like, it don't matter. Watch all you want. The more you watch me to be me, the more the people that love you don't know you no more. So when you stop being me, your kids, your family, everybody be like, they can't stand you. Because, see, they can't stand me. They're not going to be able to stand me because I'm not you. And when you try to be me, everybody that likes you don't like you. Y'all, I'm telling you. I have a family member that was trying to be me, and now everybody don't like her. They don't like her because they like, no. That's not who we originally liked. Now, oh yeah, it's a more being me. Look at the people that try to be you. Is teaching you how to be more being you and better at it. Watch them. Say, okay, oh, they took that part of me? No, and I really know how to be me too. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm studying them being me. This is deep. This is deep, y'all. I've done it. I studied people to be me. Like, okay, that's what they taught. Now I know. See, you may not know what really works about you, but your enemies will always tell you what works about you. They don't even know they are. They don't even know they are. You have the original script. So you have a better editing ability of that script than they do. And when they show up being you, you say, that's a part of the script of me. I'm going to go ahead and maximize that. Oh, they want to compete with me. They want to compete with me, with being me, with that part of my script. Okay, we're gonna get into this. Let's see how long can they keep up? How long can they keep up? They start a competition that they can't keep up with. They think that they're a champion because they already have fans. So all I got to do is be you, but you can't keep up with it because you are telling me by being me, I am learning more about me. I'm learning what works even for me. And then so I start leaving you in the dust with being me. You will get burnt out eventually. And you'll throw in the towel and say, forget it. She keep reworking the script. She keep upgrading the script. And I keep on losing. Because you will never, ever beat the original. That's like everybody out here dancing like Michael Jackson. You can always see something ain't working right. When they do the moonwalk, you're like, something about that moonwalk ain't that natural. So these people need to just quit. Start watching them. Start going to their little social media, and when they show up, be like, okay, this is what they took, this is what they did. And then if you say, well, it looked like they reworded, redefined my personality, I can't even say it, y'all. Woo! They rework, redefine a part of my nature and conversation and the whole frequency. And it's like, okay, good. But you're like, close but no cigar. That's what they'll get. You'll say, that was close but no cigar. No cigar. That's what your fans will say. Close but no cigar. And then let me tell you, they work something with the resource, the emotional part, that it's not even called for. So let's say they redefine a part of your sense of humor, yet their fans are not even in that energy. Their fans are not even in that emotional energy. And they wonder why, like, how come it hit home? How come I'm not getting no responses? Well, that's not the emotion or the energy that they actually needed. You redefined it, that divine one, and tried to trigger that fan, and they were like, I'll pass. Y'all, I'm done. People, okay, this is the people right now that's trying to be us. All right. People, I'm just calling it what it is. People who got Virgo sun signs, people that got air sun signs, and people with Leo sun signs. There they go. There they go. There they go. And there's one other that's being sneaky. And what you think that they ain't, but they are. Gemini sun. Okay? So if you making friends with any of those people, you need to be on guard. Like, once again, Leo sun, Libra sun, Gemini sun, and Virgo sun. Somebody said their mouth hit the floor. Especially if you're very talented and gifted in something, and if you're very spiritual or philosophical, you need to be careful being around people with Virgo suns. I'm not picking out on nobody. I'm not saying that if y'all got those suns, I'm not saying you one of the people. Okay? I'm not saying. Now, the moons. People with Leo moon, people with, what is that? People with Leo and Sagittarius moons. Yeah. Just be careful of people with Sage moons, y'all. They also doing it. They also doing it. Okay, we was in a cycle where it was the Capricorns were doing it. Some of the Capricorns were doing it. Now it's like, what's up, Virgo? It's like, why y'all doing that? Like, but it is what it is, you know. I done met a couple of Virgo sons that try to get into my energy, and I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, why? And then I also met some Gemini sons, and I'm like, trying to be slick, huh? It's people that dominate the communication energy, the air and the earth. So they're like, you know, they might be struggling with the fire in a chart, you know, and so they're trying to cheat their way. Yeah. They're trying to leech off the earth energy. Their earth leeching off earth, y'all. This is getting disgusting. It's earth leeching off earth. There's Virgo suns leeching because they're Mars, okay, and their Pluto is like low vibration. They're trying to leech off of people who have significant earth and water placements, or people with significant Gemini placements. They're like you're in your destiny, you're a genius, that could be Gemini. They're trying to leech off people with significant Gemini placements. And it's so toxic. And then there's Gemini sons trying to leech off of other people with Gemini. I'm like, really? You're trying to connect with me, or I'm not a Gemini, but I'm just saying I don't have a Gemini son, but you're trying to tap into the Gemini part of my chart because you're a Gemini and you want me to like meeting of the minds so you can like run off with my downloads. Y'all, I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Um, we talk about the sun energy, but what I've been trying to tell y'all to focus on is you want to focus on your north. Okay? North. See how I'm sitting, y'all? North and east. North and east. North and east. You want your back to the west. I will explain why. Okay? When you turn around and you face the west, the people that's trying to be you, that's where they at. That's where they at. They talking to the people in the west. They talking to old monitoring spirits from your past life that has been tracking you life after life, who's been trying to block you life after life. They're talking to low vibrational earthbound spirits trying to be you. They're in the west. So you want to let your guardian deal with them. Okay? You don't want your third eye aimed at them. You don't want that. But when you are talking to people who are trying to be you, the last thing you want to do is definitely have them facing you when you're facing north. That's a no-no. So if you're talking to people on these streets is like acting like you need to ask yourself, am I facing north? Because if I'm facing north, I'm giving them access to my destiny. Like I'm giving them access. Okay? This is why when I talk to people, I will purposely turn east because I'm saying ancestors protect me. Straight up. When I talk to people who seem like they're too quiet and they're trying to tap in, it's like they're a little bit too quiet, I'll do this. Or I'll look down, or I'll look to the sky. I don't do a lot of eye gazing with strangers. Okay? Because people can attach their third eye like this while you facing north and they sucking from your destiny. They're sucking it. I've had people, while I was on the phone and I was sitting there facing north and east, I could feel like, dang, my head hurting. And I could feel like they was like trying to connect with me emotionally and tap into my energy, tap into my fire. I could tell they were like trying to tap into my feelings. And then all of a sudden when I was about to say something, they were rushing and say it. And so I'm like, no. They're fighting me for my own download. So what I started doing is when I talk to strangers over the phone, I always have background noise. I'll have background noise, or I'll be like, I'm not facing north while I'm on this phone because I don't got time for them to be tapping into my destiny energy. So I will move, y'all. Let me tell you, this is how you create confusion in people who's trying to tap into your destiny. Look. Okay? It causes confusion in their psychic abilities, dizziness. So you just move. Did y'all ever notice the kids do that? Because kids can sense energy invasion. Kids can sense it. That's why when you get kids around certain people, they'll be like this, moving a lot. They won't keep still because Anxiety is a red flag that somebody is trying to hack you. Okay? Stop looking at anxiety as a bad thing. It's a warning that someone is doing mind invasion, vibrational invasion. So you need to take an evasive action. Look, evasive action, y'all. Let me tell y'all, the other day I went to a workshop and I didn't do that, right? I sat like this. Y'all, I swear I could feel this woman in the workshop. I could feel that she was like tuning in, tuning in. And I was like, oh, I'm going to go ahead. Don't you know, she ended up writing on the same theme and idea as me. And I'm like, I knew I should have just kept moving. But anytime I go to a workshop and I do this, nobody matches me. When I get my creative idea, my poetry, nobody matches me. But anytime I sit all nice and still, north, somebody matches. Why do you think teachers want you to not move in their class? Why do you think they always have you at a certain assigned seat? Y'all think that all these teachers are divine? Some of them is wicked. They sitting up there doing psychic work on you as a student in their classroom. Sitting up there looking at you. Why do you think sometimes they pick the same student? The student sitting there at attention, they eyeball wide open, and the teacher like, go ahead and talk. Go ahead and talk. Go ahead and talk. I have read stories where people say they wonder how the teacher managed to get their idea. Like somehow the teacher got their idea. The teacher was hacking their own student. And that's deep, isn't it? Isn't that wow? I remember I used to do this. I used to feel the energy pulling in high school. And I would do this, and the teacher would go, keep still. What are you doing that for? And I said, I'm done. I'm going to go ahead and do my work after class. I'm doing my work after class. And I would actually keep my head down like this. This is how I used to do my work in class. But as soon as I would be trying to do my work up like this, I would get confusion. I would be like, okay, there's too much energy tuning into me. It's causing confusion. So I started doing like this, y'all. Yeah. It was crazy. I had literally a teenage witch in high school. The girl, she took my bracelet with my name in it. She wanted to be me that bad. Then she took my bracelet and it had my name in it, y'all. Big. My nickname. Big on the bracelet. She wanted to walk around with my bracelet on. With my name. When I tell y'all, it's not just adults doing it. There's teenagers doing this. They didn't learn that they're psychic and they don't know about the rules. They're not respecting other people's boundaries. And they're tapping in because they want to be able to do what you're doing. My daughter had people doing that to her. She had people harvesting her mathematical brilliant. My daughter is like a math genius. Okay? A math prodigy. Soon as she came out that she was a math prodigy, I mean, she had so many people. So many people coming here, like tuning in. It was this wow, like all of a sudden, like, and even the teacher told her, when my daughter would come up with the answers to these long problems, she would come up with it in her mind. The teacher forced her to show her how she did it. The teacher was forcing my daughter to show her mental process. When my daughter told me that, I said, are you serious? I said, no, I'm calling up the school. You're in class. You're giving her the answer. Why do you need to go up there and force all the calculation out of your mind and every single tiny step? Why do you need to do that? She only doing that to you. She trying to tap into your flow state. That's what she's trying to do. Your frequency, daughter. I said, no, don't go up there next time. And if she has a problem, she need to call me. That was like crazy. We're living in a world where people want to be people so bad, they are monitoring people's flow. And I'm like, wow. This like, the times have gotten that desperate. I don't want to monitor somebody else's flow because I don't want to be led to whatever accident that they're going to have. Flow has a destination. It also has checkpoints. It also has ripples. It has distractions. When you throw a stone across a creek, there's things that it bumps. There's ways that it moves. That's not always healthy for it. So trying to imitate somebody's flow is just too risky. Trying to get in somebody's flow to get their purpose is just too risky for me. You know, I can't do it. Like I have a sister where her flow could be real chill and then it bursts. Then she burst. Okay, that's her flow. She has sudden burst of energy. And it'd be like big, enormous burst. I'm not going to do that because I see she got all that money. I'm not going to do that because I see she attracts money that way. You know, men, certain emperors who have that energy. I don't want the emperors that she got. Her and her husband got that kind of sudden burst of energy, and I noticed that they match with that. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. You know, other than when I'm at the edge, yeah, I'll get a burst, but other than that, I'm a pretty chill type of person. I'm chill. I'm good. You know, with just staying chill. Hi, everybody. Oh, somebody put a donation on here. Thank you, present moment. I didn't see it. $3.99. Somebody's a Pisces in here. Y'all Pisces is going to have to protect y'all energy soon. You know, definitely. That's another video. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Like I said, this is not for fair use. If you'd like to send a cash appreciation donation, you can send it to my cash app at # Coach V Hunter. I gotta get ready to go. I gotta get this day going. I gotta get to the gym. I want to get some stuff. I'm making some beauty products very soon, so I want to get some ingredients. All right, bye everybody. Thank you for the donation, present moment. Once again, if you'd like to send a donation, you can send it to my cash app, present moment.